Welcome to the Shikama Live Show with your host Shikama. If this is your first time watching me, please subscribe. It's free, of course. And watch over my other videos. They're all fantastic. Let's take a look here. Rush Limbaugh keeps being targeted by the mainstream media. Say it isn't so. Media hell-bent on attaching me, Rush Limbaugh, to the Impeach Obama movement. You know, the left, the media, is really hell-bent on attaching me to the movement seeking to impeach Obama. What did I just say yesterday? I have never called for the impeachment of Barack Obama. In fact, quite the opposite. I've never called for it, yet no matter where you turn in the drive-by media, I am associated with this command that Obama be impeached. Now, Sarah Palin has called for it, and maybe a couple of other. My friend Andy McCarthy wrote a book about it, but he's not calling for it, at least until there's a political will among the American people to do it, because impeachment's not just a legal proceeding, it's a political act. And if you don't have the people behind you, you're going to fail and it's going to blow up in your face. Everybody under the sun that pays scant attention to this knows that. I have never called for it, yet they really want to attach me to it. Let's go to the audio sound bites, and we're starting last night, NPR's All Things. No, it's Some Things Considered. The political correspondent is Dan Gagne. He's reporting about a Republican call for impeaching Obama, and in this bite, you'll hear me and Palin. Gagne. Talk of impeachment is once again swirling around, and while the general public is not very interested in the idea, which is a complete lie, a solid majority of Republicans say they support taking such a step. Most prominent among them are those who do not hold public office, like Rush Limbaugh. Rush Archive. This guy needs to be impeached. We impeached Nixon for less than this kind of stuff. Gagne. Limbaugh points to the IRS scrutiny of Tea Party groups. Then there is Sarah Palin, who sees White House immigration policy as an impeachable offense. She was on Fox News calling for Congress to act. Palin. The one pull they have are articles of impeachment. Let's get going on that. Rush. Okay, so you heard me. They've got a soundbite there. This guy needs to be impeached. We impeached Nixon for less. But do you know I wasn't talking about Obama? I was talking about that clown commissioner of the IRS, John Koskinen. Let's go to the whole bite, from which they pulled that little clip and took it out of context. It was on June 24th on this program, and here's the whole bite. We're breaking the law every day, and there's nothing you can do about it. That's Koskinen. That's exactly what he's saying. That's exactly who he is. The law doesn't matter to us. Can't you look around, Gotti? Can't you see? We're breaking the law every day, getting away with it every day. I don't have to know what the law is, cause there isn't any law. We are the Obama administration, and I demand that you stop this. You can't stop us. There's nothing you can do to stop us. It is clear that there's no reason for this committee, no respect for the law, no respect whatsoever. This is a status mentality. This is utter defiance. I mean, this guy needs to be impeached. We impeached Nixon for less than this kind of stuff. Nixon only dreamed about doing what this guy's done. Nixon only dreamed about doing what Lois Lerner has done. Nixon only dreamed of using the IRS to damage his political opponents. He never did it, but they wanted to convict him of a thought crime nevertheless. Well, these people have done it. And that's the end of the transcript of the full soundbite. Rush continues. I was talking about John Koskinen. I was not even talking about impeaching Obama, and yet they pulled a clip. Now, I have to grant that they might not even know, because they probably didn't even listen to the whole bite, because they got the excerpt from a biased media watchdog in the first place. They were probably lied to or misled themselves. Most reports are lazy and don't actually try to go to the source if they are fed information. That fits their prejudice, and in this case, Dan Gagne was. Now, it is clear, ladies and gentlemen, by trying to attach me to this mythical movement. Is there even a serious effort underway to impeach Obama right now? There isn't. There are some people who are calling for it. There are some people commenting on these calls for action. There isn't any official preparation of articles of impeachment. This is not even on the front burner anywhere, and proof positive is the drive-bys are trying to manufacture news that doesn't exist. I think this is a little indication of how frightened they are. They're having to make up news in order to turn out their base in the November elections. They don't have any issues they can run on, quite obviously. So they're throwing the race card every day. So here they go. They're trying to jack up the base. Look, it's Limbaugh. We already know how mean he is. He's such a meanie. And now Limbaugh wants to throw Obama out. Well, they're hoping that the news alone will awaken the apathetic, low information voters who are worn out with Obama and get them to the polling place one last time to save the Democratic Party from the utter disaster that it looks like they face in November. Now, there you have it. I don't love Limbaugh. I don't hate Limbaugh. I don't even listen to Limbaugh. But if everything that he's saying is factual, I mean, it's factual. I know for a fact that reporters are lazy. Entire broadcasts are lazy. They don't do any due diligence. They don't look at their sources. I actually did an entire video and went through and looked at some articles and read over some articles, and I was doing the video with those articles, and the person was so biased and had nothing factual in any of his statements that I had to pull the video. I just didn't complete it. I deleted an entire, 30-minute clip. It happens. The news is horrible these days. They're no longer reporting news. What they are doing is trying to get you to listen to them. It's called creating content. That's what bloggers do. To create a nice blog, they create tremendous amounts of content. So you can go to their blog and then, you see, 30 minutes goes by because you've now been reading about 10 of their blog posts. It's called content. That's all it is. So now news is just content for you to read, listen to, and watch. These news broadcasts don't do any due diligence. So Limbaugh is saying that he has never called for an impeachment. Well, if he's coming out and said that he has never called for impeachment, and such a statement, even if he did say it before, retracts those statements. So even if he did before, by him saying, I am not calling for impeachment, means that he retracts anything that he did, and more than likely, he didn't call for the impeachment. He's being very specific, while the reporters are not being specific. If impeachment comes out of his mouth, they're going to say he was talking about Obama when he wasn't. I don't watch Limbaugh. Do you watch Limbaugh? Thanks for watching the Shikama Live Show.